Hey, ViolarulesReacts here, and welcome to another blind commentary. Today I'm going to be reacting to Analyst Bronies react to Legend of Everfree. I have seen the Bronies react to Legend of Everfree, so I'm familiar with the movie, and by the way, this was requested by my patron EZ1598525. So yeah, basically if you've seen my Brony react video, reaction, basically the same thing, just with a different group of people under a different name. They call themselves the Analyst Bronies, which means they probably make analyst MOP videos. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, so we have Dr. Wolf. Okay. I know of him. I haven't seen any of his videos, though.
Is it that time again?
Oh, this is a relatively new video. May 22nd, 2018.
Okay, I guess it's that time again.
Okay, I got my Zac Brown Band camo hat.
Voice of reason.
Got my thermos of water. And, oh, yes, my anti-slasher villain spray.
Anti-slasher villain.
I'm ready for this camping movie.
Okay, it's time for a new Equestria Girls,
Stupid
and this
Private
time we're
913.
off to summer camp. Let's see if I'm packed. Rubber ducky? Check. Pup tent? Check. Protection from magical monstrosities from Equestria? Check. And mate.
Equestria Girls 4.
Sketchy.
Didn't like the first one, love the second one, I like the third one but not as good as the second one, so not sure what to think about number 4. Well, we're about to find out.
Thou shalt not complain endlessly about Flash.
Yes,
Thou
self-respect.
shalt not complain endlessly about Flash.
I
There
have
we go,
seen
got
Analyst
my
Bronies react
designated
to, I
waifu
think,
t-shirt on,
Shadow
now officially
Play.
Brony. Let's do this.
So
I am familiar with some of these people. Yeah, DeWill Stinator was in that
Who wants
one.
to bet that this world's Everfree will actually pose a legitimate threat, unlike the one in the show, given its track record?
It's a good joke.
Yeah, right!
New Analyst Bronies react? You know what that means.
Anyway.
Transformation time!
Okay.
Okay, you got me. I just wanted to reuse my Doctor Who opening. I only got to use it 3 times. Fine.
Why are you reusing it for this?
Changing my other stuff.
I still don't understand the Doctor Who's thing, though.
No, I never cheated on that math test in 7th grade. There's no answer.
No, it isn't true. I'm somehow friends with a bunch of impromptu demigods that baffles the very face of science, even though I've dedicated my entire adolescence to studying magic, which is the exact opposite of science! No!
No. I can't believe I overslept. Me neither. That's not like you.
Question.
What?
Where are Twilight's parents? Because I'm
Where are
pretty sure they
anybody's
didn't authorize
parents?
her friends barging into her room this early in the morning. Excuse us, 6 friends of your daughter who saved the world 3 times using crazy magic that nobody ever questions coming through!
Super annoying alarm clock that goes
Excuses. You probably got so annoyed with your alarm clock you just ended up covering with your pillow for a good night's sleep.
No.
That's a super efficient pillow.
See? What'd I tell you?
What I think is interesting is how the movie cleverly hints that it's actually a dream sequence, and how, you know, Pinky is kind of like the voice in your head that tells what you honestly want to say. Because that, you know, she is the one who admits that Twilight hates her alarm clock.
We're gonna be out in the woods. When's she gonna need that? If we were going to the moon, I'd insist she packed an evening gown.
Equestria Girls 5, we're going to space.
Actually, they probably would do that. Yeah, it is weird that Twilight has that.
Oh my God! Sideswipe's been holding out on us! You see that? You see that right there? Twi-OTP confirmed! I mean, that's unbelievable! There's your definitive proof that aside from cadence and rarity, absolutely no girl in this show wants the dick! Sorry about that. Continue.
What? In front of the camera? No, this is a kids movie. Stop! Do something! Do.
Live again.
Oh, thank goodness, a demonic entity. Whew! And I was scared for a moment something bad would happen.
God. Did they just die?
No, she's deleting the DHX
Technically,
assets.
yes.
No!
I am in control of your mind. Could I get a hug?
Bad touch. Bad touch.
See, Twilight, I told you. This is why you always
Distorted
take the
voice.
blue
Is
pill.
that a
Like
reference
everyone
to
else,
something?
you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
Twilight, wake up!
I have a feeling this is some kind of metaphor for teenage anxiety or something.
Stop! How's Mike talking?
Maybe?
I thought everything got reset after the fabric of the universe has fixed itself.
Okay then.
Yeah, I noticed that
Those first couple
too.
of minutes are actually a pretty good hook. I hope the rest of the movie is
Yeah, it
as
doesn't make
interesting.
sense that
We're gonna have
after
We're gonna roast
Rainbow, no, after Friendship Games, that human Twilight's version of Spike can still speak because he could only bark at the end of the movie.
You're not. Oh. Okay, never mind.
Okay, just to point it out once again why this high school setting is still a little bit weird. Sunset Shimmer acts a lot more mature, which, once again, I mean, this might be her literal age, even pony years, that she's only like 16, 17, whatever. But she is like, she has the empathy, she is like, she wants to say something, so obviously the average pony, like Sunset Shimmer, is a lot further in the development when they reach this age, so... Anyways, we're in for a high
It does
school
seem
movie,
that
so
way.
let's do this.
When we were your age,
Yeah,
we made some of our
not
favorite memories
plus
in these
to
woods.
And with
add
that
to
one
that.
line,
It
all
was
the
shown
clock
that
artists went crazy.
Sunset Shimmer
And we're
had been
sure you will too.
prom
That's probably
princess
more
for at
lines
least
than
4
Moon
years.
have forgotten the entire
And it
past two
seems like
seasons.
she's
Okay,
maybe she's a
since when did
graduate student now.
principals chaperone
Is that a
field trips
thing
instead
at
of their
Canterlot High?
teachers? Actually, now that I think about it, where's Cheerilee been since the first movie?
Actually, no, it wouldn't be because it's a high school.
aside
never
from
mind.
Life is a Runway.
Who's excited for Camp Everfree?
Jesus, these aren't millennials. These are Xers. These are Gen Xers right here, because millennials would not be excited at camp.
Hey, I see you trying to hijack my look, Bonbon. I see that.
Wait. This song sounds kind of familiar, doesn't it? I've heard this
Everybody
before.
says that, I've
Let me
noticed.
recall the lyrics. Oh yes, now I remember. We travel the road of generations, joined
Actually,
by
that's a new
common
comparison.
bond.
But it
We
does
sing
sound a lot
our
like that song.
across the
People keep saying there's a
nation,
Mumford
from
and Son
Equestria
reference.
and beyond. That's a song,
At
right?
least that's what the
Would it be funny
Bronies
if the
react
bus
said.
would have passed by
But
the
yeah.
the orange juice truck? AJ just gave that bus like,
Opening song has some nice guitar, and it feels very much like a campfire song to better fit the environment. I'm just not that into the lyrics.
Did you guys ever realize that since this Ghost music video became so popular, there is a lot of bouncing whenever music is playing? And I mean, look at it, the bus is doing it as well. It's a weird thing.
Okay, I love the opening song for the movie. It actually reminds me a lot of the band Fun, and if you listen close, you actually can tell it's in the same key as Some Nights.
Not as impressed with the visuals for the opening credits. I mean, previous films had far more
Well,
going on. Far
they
more
are on a
flair and
bus.
Creativity. Especially Rainbow Rocks. Yeah, I gotta go watch that again.
Okay,
True.
if I'm gonna be brutally honest here, out of all the intro sequences of these movies, this has got to be the laziest. I mean, come on, it's so painfully obvious that this is just Apples to the Core 2.0. If you want a proper Equestria Girls camp movie intro theme, then do it right. There were 6 girls who made a friend, and Sunset was her name. Oh, S-U-N-S-E-T.
I was actually expecting a campfire song reference from SpongeBob, but that works too.
Went to camp and turned it upside down. Oh, S-U-N-S-E-T. 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 And Shiver was her last name.
Okay, I'm gonna need a restraining order on that pink shimmer. It has been following us since school.
I'm just after some the past year here has all been a bit too much for my taste.
Well, what do you know? Rarity is actually packing light for once.
Well, let's bet that one of those bags has Princess Vespa's industrial-sized hairdryer.
We fought 3 evil sirens who tried to
Probably.
hypnotize everybody with their singing, 1 ridiculously competitive rival school.
Oh yeah, the exposition dump.
Friends.
Wow, Pinkie Pie not knowing how to read a room. Nothing new there.
No offense.
Yep,
Will we
gotta
ever
drop
get
the
rid
no
of this
offense.
joke?
None taken.
Nope, and it made its way into the pony
We're gonna
version
stick
of
pens
the
in their eye sockets.
Hey
show.
kids, feeling bored by this movie already?
That was in
Well, I
Shadow
got a game
Play,
for
if
you.
you don't remember.
It's called Count the Questionable Meme Faces. Whenever you see a single frame in this picture that seems the slightest bit odd for a kid's movie, good for you, because Derpy Boar will probably already beat you to it. But it's fun to count anyway. Then, once the film is done, tally your count, and then you question why your mind is as far down in the gutter as mine is. Surely the shippers are already going mad with our first one. Oh, don't forget that Midnight Sparkle frame from earlier.
Oh, yeah.
We still got a lot of movie
I guess
to
you
get through,
could
folks,
meme that.
so keep them eyes peeled, and good
Be
luck!
really creepy though.
Canterlot High has become a regular magic magnet. Gonna be nice getting away to a place where we don't have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Oh my goodness, it's Applejack's favorite dish! Slow roasted irony! Oh, it's gonna taste so good by the second act!
And you're you, and we don't know each other very well.
Yes, now go the way.
The thirst is so real.
Right. I guess I'll see you around.
And Flash gets friend-zoned.
Yeah.
Who didn't see that coming?
Is it weird I kind of feel sorry for Flash?
Poor fellow. I mean,
A little
at
bit.
this point,
I mean-
kind of start feeling bad for him. I mean,
like,
it's-
even
it's
if the
like falling
relationship
for
thing
one
with Pony Twilight wasn't
twin
going to go
and
anywhere, they did
then
sort of bond and
meeting the other
make a
one
friendship,
with
but
kind
Human
of
Twilight
similar,
doesn't
but
even have
not.
that.
Okay, you still are very superficial if you just go by this. Huh. Maybe I don't feel bad for him after all.
Hi everyone, welcome to Camp Everfree. I'm Gloriosa Daisy, your camp director. Think of me as your friendly camp and nature guide.
Oh, great. We have the counselors from the Addams Family Values as our leaders. We're doomed.
Gloriosa.
From what?
What do you suppose she's hiding?
Ah, Imperata Gloriosa, back from the Friendship Road, I see. And my, what a lovely necklace you have. Is that from the Foreshadowing collection?
And this is my brother, Everfree.
Okay, so last names clearly don't work the same way in this universe.
Think of me as that awesome guy who should always be invited to fun things.
So before we hand out our tent assignments, we'd like to
Oh yeah,
know
I guess that is.
You're
Yeah,
free
they
to
were
do
keeping with the
whatever
whole
you like here.
pony siblings don't. Well, siblings don't have
Thanks
to have
for
the
making
same
this
last
even
name.
harder to keep this PG, guys.
Did you really just say this to a bunch of teenagers?
Rock climbing, done. Archery, of course. Tetherball, naturally.
I want to stay inside and play video games.
Make your own map.
Pokemon Go, Netflix and chill, a Fight Club.
Arts and crafts!
Netflix and
My
chill.
mom needs new pot holders.
Okay, Bulk, you've gone from funny to downright adorable at this point.
I just realized Bulk has an earring. Oh, he's
Yeah, he
the
does.
best character.
Oh, I do make a mean sugar cookie.
I'm still watching a family-friendly movie, right?
Was that inappropriate?
I designed the most
I don't get
fabulous
it.
camp looks inspired by today's hottest trends and have them modeled by my classmates in a gorgeous outdoor setting.
Oh wow, Rarity likes fashion. I didn't know that.
How long
Yeah.
are you going
Even
to stay
the
there?
pony version of
I mean,
Rarity
designing
isn't that obsessed
dresses
with
for all your
fashion.
friends and putting up a fashion show within 1 week? While doing everything else at a camp?
I'm taking requests the rest of the time you're here, so if there's anything you'd like to do,
Come on, guys. He hasn't even done anything to make us hate him yet.
Timber? Why you giving Twilight them looks? Aren't you like 18?
And why is Twilight looking at
I just
him
thought,
like that?
and you thought wrong. Anyone else picking up on a little tension between Gloriosa and her brother?
I like to whisper out of the side of my mouth, too.
Even though some people thought it was a little impractical since the sundial can't be used at night.
Pause. Let's talk about Luna's outfit for a second. Boy, why is Luna out here dressing like a discount Pokemon trainer? You are not 10. You are way too old to be wearing those young ass shorts. And don't even get me started on those kicks. What are those? Just because your name is Luna doesn't mean you gotta be wearing moon shoes.
Why is Vinyl having her hands like this? That wouldn't be Vinyl. She's out of character. 0 out of 10. Worst movie ever.
True, Vinyl would have her hands on her headphones the whole time.
Well, I'll be damned. Ship confirmed.
Ugh. Worst ship ever.
If this would be board game night, Tim and I would have a little chat about shuffling the deck properly.
I got amethyst.
What?
I call the Paragon Tent! I call the Paragon Tent!
Flutter Scratch. Or Vinyl Shy.
Yeah.
Nah, it'll never catch on.
They can be pink, purple, yellow.
Yeah, but they're mostly blue. That's why they're named after the Latin word spherus. That means blue.
I know. But did you know that sapphires are just rubies without chromium?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you actually having a conversation to establish similarities and chemistry?
Wow, now 5 seconds of
Well,
screen
they're
time,
trying
you already
to.
have better chemistry than Flashlight.
An Equestria Girls character
Flashlight.
with personality.
I didn't realize that that's what their
What is
ship
with
name
Hasbro
would
and the
be.
weird finger touching? I accidentally touched fingers with the cashier when he handed me my receipts, and now I'm pregnant.
But did you know that sapphire tent is the best one?
No. Why is that?
Because you're in it.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Damn, his eyebrows are on fleek.
You know what I'm thinking about, guys? Go ahead. Boo to your heart's content.
Oh, great. The reason Flash had to be pushed aside was so this timber guy could step in. Let's wait and see what sort of impression this one leaves.
I like this kid. I like him. Good addition.
I bet you say that to all the campers.
Not true. You're in the ruby tent? Ha! That's the worst one.
Ha! Fired!
Well,
Let me know if you need anything.
well,
I need something.
Filthy Rich!
Wait,
I was just about to say,
Rich
assuming
is in this
that
movie? And
they-
the background music
that he
suggests
isn't the boss of
he's
the
supposed to be the bad guy
camp,
here?
but yeah.
Oh, Filthy Rich.
Yeah.
Thanks, Celestia,
nice
you're
to
here.
see you.
Please save us
What are
from
you
this
doing
summer
here?
romance.
Can't just get
Come
him
on,
started.
pave this place and put in
Taking
something
the
useful.
scenery.
What, they couldn't get Diamond TR to fill that role this time around? Well, at any rate,
Diamond
I'm
TR is a
hoping this
student,
just a fake
though.
out.
No, no. This is not Filthy Rich. Filthy Rich in the show was a very welcome change to the typical, oh, rich and evil guy singing. No, he was a sympathetic
Yeah,
guy,
but
even so he had money.
I guess it's supposed to be the human
here
universe,
is a typical,
'cause,
oh, rich
yeah.
businessman douchebag cliche. Seriously. Okay, I get it. It's a spin-off franchise, but stop flanderizing the already established characters. If you really need to go for this super unlikable, overused cliche of the slimy, unlikable rich guy, please invent a new character and don't ruin an existing one.
He likes to check on his old stomping grounds every now and again.
Because he's going to stomp all over the ground for a mini-mall or something.
I'm all for learning safety rules, but I do hope I can get started on my designs for the camp fashion show sooner rather than later.
Them hips, though.
Yeah.
Just as long as
Rarity
you don't put
likes
me
to
in
walk
one of your
like-
fancy
like
pants
that.
outfits. You're gonna, aren't you?
No.
This movie's pretty good so far, but even if it ends up sucking, that 36 seconds of Rara Jack was totally worth it.
Oh my god! I haven't seen you kiss on that for 3 months.
Her brother is pretty cute, though, huh?
Stop shipping, Sunset.
He's okay.
Now look who's trying to hide something.
Ever since I transferred
Really?
here, everyone from CHS has been really nice and accepting. Especially considering what happened at the friendship games.
That wasn't your fault.
Exposition, exposition, and more exposition from both Twilight and Sunset.
And if there's any group that's gonna forgive you for something that happened in the past, trust me, it's this one.
Well, after
that's
we
true.
neuralized everyone's minds and deleted any and all photographic evidence from their phones. But yeah, they're totally forgiving.
I just want to put on some sunscreen.
Actually, Candlelight High doesn't
you're
really
yellow.
seem all too
Why
concerned
would you
with
need
covering
to
it
put
up.
on sunscreen? How does
Like they're proud
skin
to
pigment
show off
work
that
in
they
this
have
universe
magic.
exactly?
Found it!
Say what?
What?
Dear Twilight Sparkle, for violating the no magic clause, you are hereby expelled from Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Are you kidding? This is great! I mean, we've all ponied up before.
No!
Use the Force, Sunset.
I think you're just gonna have to pick it up.
Aww.
Aw, but that requires effort.
Well, Sunset, the important thing is that you tried. You failed, but you tried.
How do you think Sunset feels when she can actually remember growing up as a unicorn, using magic to get whatever she needs? And then
Yeah,
right after
that's true.
Twilight shows that magic is creeping back into their lives, Sunset still can't pull it off herself. I mean, what does that do to a person who used to be a pony?
I feel so bad for her. I mean, she used to be a unicorn, and not just any unicorn, but a really talented one who was using her magic a lot, and now she is stuck without anything. And for those who don't know, there was actually a song, or a second half of a song in the last movie, which was ended up on the cutting floor, where she was actually missing her magic, and it's a little bit now a callback to this, like, huh. So apparently it's not only Twilight having a little bit of residual magic over from the events of the last movie, but Sunset also developed some kind of new skill? In this world, which did not have magic before all those Equestria Girls shenanigans, what kind of explanation do they have this time? How miles away from the school there's again magic?
Because if there is anything
Yeah, they'll
I can
get
do
to
to make
it.
this week the best week ever, you just let me know. I've got this.
I'm the villain!
People that chipper make me nervous.
I feel you, Sunset.
I guess not all people.
Liar!
Well, there was the exception to every rule. Sketchy.
The birds that land on your finger. I think that only happens to you.
And Disney princesses.
Okay, can we just replace all of Fluttershy's dialogue about the birds with Android 16 from Dragon Ball Z Abridged?
Acquiring hobby.
What?
Whoa. I know I'm charming.
I
but
haven't
you
seen
don't have
that
to fall for me.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged episode, so confused. Yeah,
Boo!
Timber's
Whatever it is
cheesy
you're
pickup
flirting.
line.
Ow! Ow!
This is going to be a thing throughout the movie, isn't it?
Score 2 for the Timinator.
So because he's technically in a love triangle and he's the one who actually has chemistry with the girl, it probably means he's evil.
Guess I can't get too jealous, right?
You are asking your ex-girlfriend.
So you're saying I just need to get over her?
Kinda, yeah.
Shut down.
Jesus, they're like just assassinating the ship right now.
Huh. That was good dialogue between two former mates. That's probably nothing special.
He had an actual human conversation with another human being! My flash issues! They've evaporated! I can enjoy these movies again!
This is a safety hazard. I suggest we close down the dock for the remainder of the camp.
Oh my god? What is this? Are there being responsible adults? That's crazy. That would have really
Trying
helped
to
in the
be.
friendship games when crazy magical bull happened, and then you know, didn't
That's very,
stop the
very
race.
true.
If you ask me, this whole dock needs to go. Building a new one could be our camp gift.
Does AJ understand the logistics of building a dock? You have to swim underwater.
I hear what you're saying, Timber, but we're Canterlot Wondercolts. We've got a reputation to uphold.
Oh no. She said the R word.
Reputation for
That can only mean
being the best dock builders.
Little boxes of
What?
food so you can feed the ducks and fishies.
Fluttershy, are you like 5?
I didn't see
Why
their
do you say
react to
fishies?
friendship games, so
Absolutely perfect runway for my cat.
yeah, I'm a little bit confused by that reference.
For the sake of my own mental sanity, I shall now be replacing every time Rarity says fashion show with human sacrifice.
And we'll make an absolutely perfect runway for my cat.
Human sacrifice.
You should see my macaroni. I'm like the Picasso of noodles.
Oh, God, it's like Flash Sentry was actually trying, yet it's somehow worse.
I just watched a boy try to woo a girl with macaroni art.
And that's when she looked down and realized she was wearing purple socks with a burgundy dress.
Really, Rarity? Purple with burgundy? What's next, green and brown?
Anyone else have a spooky story?
How about the tale of the rabid Starlight haters? Oh shit, is Will in this
Rabbit
react video?
Starlight.
That's
Haters?
strike one, Sketchy.
Ooh, pick me, I have a scary story. Okay, this one starts at a summer camp, just like this. It was called Camp Crystal Lake.
But I'm warning you.
This dude and his Satsuki-ass
Oh.
eyebrows.
You might as well hug a friend now. That's how scary it is.
Oh dear.
Many years ago,
That Gilda
my
plush.
great-grandparents came to this forest.
Okay, I only realized at this point, but there's something really off with this family. They have normal skin colors.
They screamed and ran outside, only to see a giant creature rising from the earth.
So there is another equestrian monster living in the forest? But that doesn't explain why Twilight and Sunset have no powers, now does it?
Hey guys! Sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
Oh god, foreshadowing. Foreshadowing everywhere.
Wasn't scared? Ridiculous. Excuse me, I need to go change.
Why'd you come out of the bushes?
I knew he was going to say
I
that.
took the scenic route because the forest is beautiful at night.
She's the villain! She's the villain! That's her right there! She's the villain! Oh, so obvious!
You have extra toothbrushes? I forgot mine.
Could be worse. They could be Ma Hooffield's teeth.
It's a very good point.
Should I even bother putting up a counter every time she says, I got this?
No,
You know
it
it's
will
only gonna
predict
go
the
up,
counter.
people!
Snip, snails. Guys, I know she's a cute girl who's gonna turn into a paranormal monstrosity and she's probably looking for minions, but Sunset is standing right there. It's called tact, guys.
Everfree could be some creature that got booted from Equestria and ended up in this world.
That's what I said!
Flip or steal? Had to deal with more than our fair share of those. At the fall formal, our musical showcase, the friendship game. Well, I mean, everything turned out all right, of course.
Good job, Rarity. Good job.
I'm gonna turn in.
Turn into what exactly, Miss Sparkle? Some kind of magical demon?
Maybe lay off bringing up what happened at the friendship games. I think she's still pretty sensitive about it.
Well, they did that with you like all the time, Sunset. These are horrible
True.
people.
What also shows what a strong personality Sunset has, because now we see a direct contrast how somebody else goes through similar things she went through in the second movie, and how Twilight handles this completely differently.
No! What happened?
Sunset's out here looking like Mr. Magoo.
Beware, evil! I am the master of sleep foo!
If you could learn to control it.
But that's just it. I'll never be able to control it.
So I shall go on pretending like my magic doesn't exist, because that strategy is working.
Spirit, show yourself. The great and powerful Trixie commands it.
My thoughts exactly, Pinky. My thoughts exactly.
That was pretty good, but it's no peanut butter crackers.
First of all, Willy Pinky, you are the one to have a reaction like this. And second, yeah, our one-sentence cameo from Trixie for the movie. The fanboys are pleased. Yay!
The Everfree needs a runway.
Doc.
Dog, yes, that's what I meant.
Oh my god. Why do they do this to you, Rarity? You're supposed to be concerned. A normal person would be concerned at the dock they just spent like a day or a week or however long this took to be destroyed. But no. You just care about the fashion show. This is supposed to be my favorite character.
This movie's pretty generous with the Rara Jack moments. I appreciate that.
Okay, honestly, I'm having goosebumps right now.
Evanescence would be proud, Twilight.
Twilight's first song has some lovely piano in the background, and I suppose it's interesting to see her going through the struggle of wondering whether she might be the one causing harm to others. But I'm still not really feeling the lyrics.
That was amazing! That's the kind of music I like to hear! I mean, wow! That was almost Broadway ballad levels of deep and emotional! No lie! This legitimately gave me goosebumps!
The song is really, really
You know,
good.
if that's the kind of music we get to experience throughout this film, I'm in! Consider me hyped!
Thank you. After a whole season of bad or poorly placed songs, it's nice to see one that's actually good.
To be honest, this song didn't tell us anything we didn't already know. But, oh,
Yeah, that's true.
God, send it a shiver down my spine. Woo, I love it.
You know, that was a nice song and everything, but realistically, Twilight, they've already seen The Midnight in You, so how bad could the second time be? Really?
So many squirrels.
Spike!
Squirrel! I really wanted to hang out at the mall. I've never told that to anyone. You must be special.
You never told anyone that you wanted to go to the mall as a kid? Okay.
How long has that been in there?
Not long. Just the whole time we were talking.
Okay, first, the cheesy flirty one-liners, and now the teasing. He is like me!
Better make sure my sister doesn't need anything. See you later.
This is exactly what I wanted for the flashlight ship in the first movie. And this kind of chemistry, the kind of interaction, and not just looking at each other blushing without any context. You see, it's possible. So everybody who called me out for it on the first movie, there! This is what I wanted to see. And what I'm getting now, kind of.
Okay, his lines are cringeworthy, but they're actually talking and connecting on some level. He has a role in the story that is aside from just being a romantic interest, and he has a relationship with another character that isn't Twilight. I'm okay with this.
Rarity, you can trust that Applejack will spot you.
Oh, Rare Jack
I've been waiting
again.
to do this
Yeah.
since we got here. Well, you'll have to wait a little longer, darling.
Might help if you weren't
That wall
climbing
seems
in
large
heels.
enough that
I've got this!
that more than
You know,
one
every
person
time Gloriosa says, I got this, I'm inclined to compare her to George Lopez.
It seems like she dies inside every time she says, I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this.
Oh, we were just decorating cookies. And that was all! You need more sprinkles, and you need more sprinkles!
You get sprinkles! You get sprinkles! Everyone gets sprinkles!
How dare you reference Oprah?
Now I want to see what Sapphire Shores looks like in this universe. If she is, in reality, the Oprah of Equestria Girls.
I was just tossing sprinkles to Fluttershy when all of a sudden they glowed pink and exploded!
Pinky has bombs! Pinky has bombs!
Pinky can make explosions. Oh, this camp is doomed. Like hard. I'm talking the new name needs to be Camp Crater.
Okay, why don't you lay off touching stuff for a while?
What are you talking about, Sunset? It's not like I quite literally destroy everything I touch!
Hello, bird. What is your name? Toriyama. I would love to see your dinosaur. It does what?
Were you just talking to the birds?
Yes.
Okay, pause for a minute. Am I the only one that wants to see an animated short based on these two owls? I mean, look at their eyebrows! No.
No, stop it. Stop trying to cartoon that movie. Alright? she'd be dead.
I don't care if this is a cartoon. If you run into a wall head first at that type of speed, that's either a serious concussion or you're dead.
How are you alive, Rainbow?
Okay, and now each of the main six have superpowers.
Magic makes her
It's
very
Power Ponies
resilient.
all over again. It'll certainly make the eventual conflict more interesting, though.
Applejack, I was looking for you.
Oh god, the foreshadowing's back.
And I'm all out of arrows.
And all the bronies just went crazy.
Pinkie Pie? What are you doing?
Says everyone in the fandom every time she's on screen.
Okay, who else was reminded of Tangled during the floating lantern scene?
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me if that was the inspiration for that.
Your hand?
For
I
that
could see
scene.
things. I could understand why you were leaving.
Whoa! Sunset just got the plot convenient ferret's exposition magic.
New magic. This is my new magic. This is incredible.
So... she's that so Raven?
I still don't think it's a good idea for me to be near the rest of our friends right now. Not until we know why this is happening.
Understood.
Best scene, right here. This is why Sunset is awesome.
What was that?
Two kids gone die tonight.
What John Tron video is that clip from?
Legit, huh?
If I had to take a guess,
I
I'd
think
guess
we
it's
just found our
Goosebumps
Gaia Everfree.
video.
What a twist!
I
Yeah,
have no
what
idea.
a twist.
No, wait. They suspected him. Now he can't be evil.
If nobody wants to come here because it's home to some angry ancient nature spirit, it sure would help his cause.
Well, geez, Sunset, why don't you go grab Shaggy and Scooby and put him out of business?
I'm rather hoping that this Gaia Everfree is not really the villain of the story. It'll be more of a misunderstanding between her and the main six.
You gonna give us a hand here, Rarity? I would love to, but I really need to get the stitching on this poncho done if it's going to make it into the camp.
Human sacrifice.
That is, if Rainbow Dash would hurry up and bring me more wood.
I can't go any faster. I don't want to end up in the woods again.
Easy solution? Switch jobs.
Oh, actually, that's not a bad suggestion.
Okay, I would just like to point out that Pinkie Pie almost threw a nail bomb at her friends.
You are really testing my patience, Pinkie.
Do you think the nails would explode like the sprinkles? Wow, glad that didn't happen, huh?
Yes! Because this would have switched the movie from family-friendly magical stuff to R-rated gory stuff.
You know, I have a spare pair of rubber gloves as well as a straitjacket in the closet if you want to borrow it. No, I won't say how I got it!
Which is why we shouldn't pretend this isn't
I was just
happening.
about to ask.
Do you have them now too? It started last night. When I touch people,
Hey! Raising!
it's like I can feel what they're feeling
Hey!
and see their memories.
Oh. Okay then.
Ooh, fancy. Try me.
Oh, yeah, the crazy trip through Pinkie Pie's brain.
Okay.
So Pinkie Pie is on LSD all the time?
Naturally, yeah. Without having to
I could buy that.
Best nightmare vision ever.
That explains so much.
I will just play my original live reaction to this scene. Whoa!
Sunset touches Pinkie's forehead, and yeah, it got a good laugh out of me. Although, Sunset, your line should be, that explains so much, and yet doesn't explain anything at all.
So you have magic, and it's not that great.
Boy, there's a sentence that nobody has ever said ever.
You have magic.
Alright, two things. One, I'm getting a lot of Band Perry vibes from the song. Second, isn't it weird that the last movie we had a villain song telling you to unleash the magic, and now this one's telling you to embrace it? I just find that funny in hindsight.
Yeah, they like to use the bedroom on
Okay,
characters.
that was pretty
show,
awesome.
That song was alright.
Come on, Sunset. We used to date. I know when something's bothering you.
I have my doubts about this statement, because she used to be not very open because she was always wearing her megalomaniac facade, so I am not too sure you really got to know her, Flash.
Yeah. You know, you've changed a lot since we went out. You're so much nicer.
Thanks. I'm glad you noticed.
I ship it?
Oh, so now that Twilight curved you want to get back with your ex again. I respect that.
Wow. This is literally the most depth we have ever gotten out of Flash. And Flash and Sunset possibly getting back together? I'm all for it.
Steal my damn waifu.
Start over as friends.
Sounds great. I gotta go.
Wow! He didn't make it even into the friend zone!
Get it, Flash. Just take what you can get.
Oh my.
I hate it when you walk into a cobweb. Oh, you just know the spider's up in the corner like, got ya!
Equestrian magic here.
Really great minor.
I can feel it.
Okay, when they address it so directly, they will explain it, right? You have an idea, you have a plan, you know what you're doing there, right, Megan?
Nothing. It's all me.
It's me, Sunset! It was me all along!
No.
I don't need to answer that. Because I called it.
Never hand on your payments, Gloriosa. I own the land now.
You know, I never really understood why every medium outside of FIM portrays Filthy Rich as a bad guy. I mean, in the show, at worst, he's just an oblivious parent. I'm not really seeing why they have to paint him as the evil businessman
Because he
here.
punished Diamond Tiara for being rude to Granny Smith in that one episode.
The Energens from Power Rangers Dino Charge? If this movie doesn't have a morphing sequence by the end of it, I'll be incredibly disappointed.
You were using magic all over the place. I had to tell them something to cover for you.
Let me see if I get this straight. So, Timber made up this story for campers so they'd have something to blame whenever anything weird was happening? Some sort of preemptive covering for Gloriosa because he knew beforehand that she'd inevitably make things worse? I don't get it.
This is all too much for you. You have to let it go.
Let it go!
No!
This is our camp, and it's being taken away! If this has to be our last week here, I'm going to use whatever it takes to make it count!
So let's see, we've had a world conqueror, mind f***ers, a scientist who tried to play God. Yeah, it's about time for a well-intentioned extremist.
So, what exactly was Sunset doing during this entire vision? Because that was a long vision.
So, how long was Sunset standing there? Is it like Raven, where she just zones out when she's having a vision? Or does she process everything so fast it feels like time's slowing down for her?
Yeah, so, she's been holding my arm while standing motionless for the past 2 minutes. Should I do something? No?
Wow, this have been nearly 2.5 minutes of straight out plot summary exposition. This entire thing should have been like half a minute maximum. Quicker scenes,
half a minute.
Keep it a little bit more abstract and not let those scenes play out in its entirety for this long.
That's not a bad
Maybe you should stop using magic. Too much of it can be dangerous if you can't control it.
Oh, I got this. And I'm going to use it to save my camp.
And Gloriosa becomes ever more unbalanced because she doesn't have friends, apparently? Basically, this movie is telling me that any power you yield will eventually lead to corruption if you don't keep your friends as a priority in your life. I guess that works for the most part, as long as you don't think too hard about it?
That's right, girls, and if you are ever given the gift of extraordinary powers, ignore them or be constantly terrified of them. Or better yet, why don't you have a nice man take on all that burdensome power and responsibility you're clearly incompetent of utilizing? Because if you are confident and willing to use them, it means that you're a crazy psycho that will doom us all. Isn't that right, Jean Grey, Elsa, and April O'Neil?
Sorry, girls. I know what I need to do.
So, the crystals turn her into a demonic poison ivy?
I know she's about to wreak havoc on the entire camp, but she's still kinda fine.
I am kind of missing the I will let you out later line here, so I hope she really doesn't forget about those two girls she just imprisoned in a cave.
Told you you'd like it.
It's alright. Yeah, it did seem like she didn't have any intention of coming back.
Praise Rarejack.
Attention, campers!
That bird has very sharp hair.
In the freaky deaky 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 camp, in the freaky deaky 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 camp.
Oh, come on!
Yep. Only Pinky would think this is fun somehow.
Sorry, I had the flashback to something awful.
Now the magic is my salvation. Gather close in my protection.
That doesn't rhyme.
Who knew Spitfire had such good pipes?
Okay, seriously. You are best Poison Ivy knockoff. Oh, Gloriosa, shine on, you crazy diamond. And I do mean crazy.
Wait,
I'm just gonna add that song to
voice
my
for
favorites
Gloriosa,
list.
The one who does the voice for Spitfire? I didn't realize that.
It's called protagonist syndrome. It's thankfully not very widespread, but some people suffer from it their entire life.
Cause you're the main characters, and by story law, you're required to always face conflicts even when you don't want to?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy! This is gonna be so much fun! Oh, I only wish we had time to make superhero capes! Oh, me too!
Meta Man, Express Elevator, Dyna Guy, Snag on Takeoff, Splashdown, sucked into a vortex. No capes!
This is a fluffy bird.
Twilight, we need your magic.
Twilight, you have to use your magic.
I don't think I can lift something that...
Hang on. I've got a quote for this. Size matters not. Like that, I wrote it myself.
I mean, I think Camp Everfree is absolutely delightful, but I just don't know that I'm quite ready to give up my weekly trips to the spa. To the spa.
To the spa!
Trigger!
Oh my god!
I love that reaction.
Right.
To you saying
She just
that.
went from threatening to campy in one sentence.
That isn't your sister. It's someone who's been consumed by equestrian magic.
Oh, blame the magic. Oh, blame the magic. Remember, it's never your fault.
It's up to you. You can use your magic to pull the brambles apart.
So can AJ and Pinky. Not everything is about Twilight.
No, there's too many of them. It would take too much magic.
Twilight, stop being a wussy.
And quit being a wussy!
Yep. Definitively a metaphor for puberty.
You are in charge!
Kaioken!
Believe, 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 believe. What the frick is this bullshit?
Pilot episode flashback, anyone? So, the gems are the elements of harmony? The 7?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, I guess.
It's forfeit time!
They have yet to
New from Hasbro, it's the Mighty Morphin Sailor Scouts of Equestria! Now with 20% sharper shoulders! Available now only at Target!
Smell it? It's all all the money from toys Sazra will be making after this movie comes out. Delicious.
You will buy our toys. You will complete your collection. You must have it.
Okay, girls. DBZ called. He said your number of level ups were getting ridiculous.
I guess I just leave you with my blind reaction again. Oh my god, no! Okay, okay, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad, but still. It looks better than the rainbow transformation, for sure. It's a magical girl genre, I guess.
Oh my god, it's raining magic! Maybe if we taste it, we'll get powers too! Oh god, it tastes like marketing!
Shifted over to the Equestria Girls universe. Okay then.
Okay, on second thought, wearing those outfits on a regular basis kind of looks silly. I mean, sorry, the crystal wing thingies on the back and glasses in the hairdo, like, they kind of look out of place in a camp, don't you think?
They are gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we'll totally go with the other collection I was working on for the camp.
Human sacrifice.
What have they done to you?
The Lockets of Harmony. Still doesn't have the same ring as the Elements of Harmony.
And maybe we can get them to help save it.
Oh, like a fundraiser?
Or a ball?
Having the whole ball sequence is cliche, it's kind of stupid. It's a contrived way to actually have the band to play at the very end of the movie so that, you know, you can have new outfits and stuff.
Yeah, true.
Sure, why not?
Songs are really nice.
And the penultimate song is in the style of Katy Perry's Firework. I gotta say, I really love the variety in song choices for this movie.
Okay, I can buy how AJ was in the end okay with the design Rarity put on for the fashion show, but this dress is literally frou-frou. No!
Rarity can just make diamonds now? She's gonna tank the Earth's economy.
Work, Bulk, work.
He's so into it! Oh my god, I love it so much!
Sad truth. I would be one of those guys. Most likely bulk biceps.
And for helping us raise enough money to save Camp Everfree!
Now, if you notice this crowd, there's
much
like
money
one or
did you
two
need?
adults. So, did those two adults alone, you know, fundraise, save the camp, as in pay off all of its, you know, debts and stuff?
Is that Timber and Gloriosa's dad right there? Also, why is Filthy walking away all grumpled? I mean, he got the overdue payment that he asked for.
And here I was
Apparently
hoping
it's storming.
we'd still be able to hang out. Maybe get dinner and catch a movie?
Yeah.
And Timber has officially taken over the role as Twilight's boyfriend. Make of that
We
whatever
will
you
never
will.
see ever
Although I
again.
can appreciate that Flash had to learn to let go. I really wish more kids' films would actually teach that kind of lesson.
Now watch the fandom get mad because someone stole their waifu.
Shit!
Oh,
Of course she messes things up.
Aw, come on! Just once, I like someone in the main six to lock lips. I mean, this is the first hetero ship I'm actually on board with.
First of all, isn't this the most amazing freeze frame in the entire movie? Second, how old are Timber and Gloriosa again? I would have said mid-20s maybe, but given how crazy laws in America are about dating minors, correct me if I'm wrong, but him putting the moves on Twilight could get him arrested in the US, right?
Depends on how old
Whoa,
Twilight
getting a little tipsy on the punch there, huh, Twy? Oh, also...
Wondering about though. What's that? Where did the magic that hit this cave come from?
Yes! Yes! This is a question! Please give me an answer!
They do.
Okay.
Kinda.
Not high.
Not really, though.
The portal thingy. Oh, I smell sequel.
Multiple sequels confirmed. Calling it right now. One for each of those magic trails.
Well, well. Out of everything in this entire film, it's the hook for Equestria Girls 5 that finally gets me invested into this series again. Just imagine if they had to visit Equestria in order to solve a problem. It'll still be a far more interesting setting than high school
Their doppelgangers.
Summer camp.
Well, not really doppelgangers.
So yeah, please, let's combine universes.
Timber wasn't lying. A true Picasso of macaroni art.
We may rag on Celestia and Luna being useless in the first 3 movies, but you know your character was useless when you find yourself listed under guest voice performers.
That the runway is finished.
I think you mean the dock.
Oh, tomato, tomato.
Kiss already!
Step 2 knew that she could also explode marshmallows.
This was done an ending gag right.
Okay. The after credits gag got a really good laugh out of me. Kudos, Pinky.
I never thought I'd have to change up this joke, but... God damn it, Pinky!
What did I just watch?
So, Equestria Girls Legend of Everfree.
I gotta say, that movie was pretty dope.
It's okay.
I think that was slightly worse than I thought it was gonna be, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
More and more, Rainbow Rocks is feeling like a fluke. That was just good, whereas Legends of Equestria is good for a movie meant for little kids.
Human Twilight's inner struggle was awesome. The final moments of her friends motivating her was beautiful and done a lot better than another character's inner struggle.
Being a fan of superhero movies, comics, and whatnot, obviously I also got a lot out of this. I mean, we basically had the X-Men here,
Luna's
with
struggle
the
was shown to
Sunset
us in a
being
flashback.
Professor
They
X,
probably built
with
up a
Pinky
lot
being
more than
Jubilee.
I admit, on my first viewing, the only song that really stood out for me was The Midnight in Me. I mean, that one I felt was the most powerful, while the rest were just kind of generic. Still not on par with the music of Rainbow Rocks, but I do like the variety of them.
From the folk song, to the piano ballad, to the country song, to the pop rock.
Might be my second favorite. Love the characters, love that the villain wasn't totally obvious. There was a little bit of a twist to it.
She is a fantastic villain.
I guess so.
There's a quote that the story of every villain is the story of a hero gone wrong. And it barely ever has been so true as it has been in this movie. We have somebody who comes from an absolutely idealistic background. She just wants to save her camp. She has the most noble intentions, but being put into a desperate situation and corrupted by magic, and she turns into this being having issues telling right and wrong apart by imprisoning everybody in order to protect them.
I don't think Josh Hammer had anything to do with this movie. This is like all new writers, and this movie feels like a new season of Pony.
I think they genuinely had a good concept, and they took a legitimate artistic risk, namely trying to do this new mystery thing. But I don't see even kids being thrown off by Timber's red herring thing.
Overall, the songs were catchy. Sunset rightfully beats the magic is bad and awful notion out of everyone.
Character dialogue was great in this movie. Sunset and Twilight had some good moments.
I agree.
Timber and Twilight, their conversations demonstrate that the show can do flirty small talk really well.
The plot overall is kind of uneventful, but I still consider it second best just for effectively replacing Flashlight with a pairing that actually has some chemistry.
Timber feels like the Flash Sentry that was always meant to exist.
The fact that there is still a romantic subplot that takes time away from the other girls is still stupid, but at least the characters involved are not completely and utterly useless. And yes, honestly, they did flesh Flash out a lot more, and I am genuinely pleased with that. I still think his character adds nothing to the series, and he never should have existed in the first place. Hashtag, I am not obligated to like the characters you like. Hashtag, deal with it.
It certainly had plenty of moments that made me chuckle, and I was invested in some of the characters, but I don't know, they didn't have as much going for it as compared to the other films. It might have had fewer problems than something like Friendship Games, but it had fewer standout moments at the same time.
Spike was pointless in this movie.
I remember him being the best part of the first movie, so it's kind of sad that he's just been demoted to a squirrel chaser for this film.
The first and second acts are kind of a big jumbled mess. Legends of Everfree also doesn't use their antagonists particularly well. First off, they split up the job between Filthy Rich, Gloriosa, and Midnight Sparkle, and only one of them is actually worth it.
There have been a few minor issues I could nitpick about, like tiny pacing thingies, aspects that were a little bit too on the nose, jokes that were a little bit too childish.
Not really too big on Gloriosa and Timber, and the rest of the Humane Five were just kind of there.
Once again, it's all about Twilight and Sunset, and the other 5 are basically there to do nothing, and whoever wrote Rarity's dialogue here, fire them immediately.
The climax was over in like 30 seconds. Transform, defeat villain, sell toys, done.
Going into this, I was worried that Equestria Girls wouldn't work as a solo entity, and sadly, I think that fear may have been justified. But on the other hand, Legends of Everfree isn't actually bad, it's just messy and not very interesting. This is the definition of a C-level effort.
This film didn't really do much for me. I mean, not to say it's bad per se, but just kind of average.
I'd still say the best in the series is hands down Rainbow Rocks.
Overall, I'd say this is the second best movie in the Equestria Girls franchise, right under Rainbow Rocks.
It's basically down to number 4 versus number 2, and I guess I have to rewatch the old one before I can make an actual verdict, but I would say it's up there. It's felt a lot smoother. I don't see any issue with characters. Pacing issues are very tiny, if anything. The visuals are great, so might be my favorite one of the Equestria Girls movies.
It was alright. It was an art film.
There was one more thing in this movie that I really did like that still impresses me. 4 films have gone by with varying levels of disasters. Yet Vinyl Scratch still doesn't give a shit. Best human.
I don't know. I still enjoy giving this one a watch. Don't know if I'd ever watch it again, but yeah, I think it was fun for one-time viewing.
And now, time to transform back.
I don't understand the transformation thing. It might be a reference to another react that they did.
Oh, still here? I was talking about my room, transforming my room back, so, bye!
Oh. Okay, bye. Okay, so that was Analyst Bronies react to Legend of Everfree. I enjoyed their reactions. I also liked comparing it to the Bronies react version. There were some scenes in this video that weren't shown in the Bronies react one, so there was new stuff for me to enjoy in this one. I liked everybody's reactions too. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Not really much I can say since it's me reacting to another reaction video to a content that I already know about. So, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I will put a link to Analyst Bronies Reacts channel in the description below, so check them out. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like. Also be sure to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, as well as support my Patreon. Shout out to my patron AZ1598525. Thank you for supporting my channel. And subscribe for more. And if you are subscribed or a new subscriber right now, be sure to hit that bell icon so you're notified when I upload videos. This is ViolarulesReacts, signing off. Talk to you later.